Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. I'm here with a project using Nature's Poem, beautiful paper. This is your last day of getting it on the buy one get one free, and I just thought I would show you how to make a beautiful piece of home decoration with it. So I've made a little frame and a sampler using Colourful seasons. So I'm going to do this in two halves. So video one, I'll show you how I made the frame, and then video two, I'll show you how I made the sampler on the inside. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to make the frame first. So I'm using the lovely Nature's Poem with my favourite Blackberry Bliss in it, and it's got Grapefruit Grove, which are the colours so I'm using in the frame. So it's a 12 by 12 sheet, and I'm going to make a 1/2 inch frame with it. So I've done a video before on when I made little ones using 6 by 6, and it's the same principle. So you score at 1/2 inch, at 1 inch, at 1.5 inches, and at 2. And we're going to rotate, and we're going to do those 4 score lines on all 4 sides. So 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2. And obviously if you wanted your frame to have 1 inch thick, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and likewise whatever size you want to do, it's exactly the same principle. So 1/2, 1, 2, I think I said the wrong sizes then in my head. Oh, 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2. And then you just need to do a score line half an inch again from there, but just down to the second score line. So we'll go at 2.5 down to the second score line, and then over on this side you do 1/2 inch away from the last score line, so that'll be at 9.5 down to the second score line, and then you flip it 180 degrees because you're going to do this just on the opposite sides, not on all 4 sides. So there at 2.5 and there at 9.5. All measurements will be over on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. You probably see it better on the reverse. So those little lines are just on the 2 opposite, not on all 4 sides. Okay, and then we're just gonna, you can either cut first or fold and burnish first. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to fold and burnish. So we just want to fold and burnish all of these score lines. And I've just thought, actually, before I continue, I am going to cut these grids off because I want to use them, and these ones have now been scored. Not that it makes a massive difference, but that was my intention. So you've got a square there of 4 by 4, and you're going to cut them off. Doing it with my big scissors so I can do it in one slice. So I'm just going to cut all 4 corners off, and because I don't like wastage, I will use these. I recently did a card sketch where I did 3 squares, so actually I could do that again with these bits, and even though this has been scored, they don't really matter. So I did a card with that sort of shape on it. I could do that again, or I could do something else. we go. So I'm going to carry on with my folding and burnishing now. Get some nice crisp edges because these are the frame size. And this is going to hang in my craft room. I think I'm making this for me, but it would make a lovely present, and you can adapt your decorating of it to the person you're giving it to or the occasion. I have got my youngest's 21st coming up, not till November, so I might do something like this for him. There we go. And then where you've got those little school lines that you did, you're going to cut up the school line to the second school line, and then you're going to cut diagonally across to there. So you're cutting that shape out. So up where you've scored, and then across the diagonal. Can you see? I'm going to do that on all four sides, all four of the corners that have been scored, not all four sides of the frame, because you don't want it on all four sides of the frame. And I just noticed on that one that it needs a little bit more taking out there. I will throw these scraps away. Not even I would find difficulty to find something to do with that one. Okay. And that's that bit done, and now we need to glue it together. So this is going to get folded over to form like a square like that, so the glue needs to be on this side. Okay, so I'm going to use some fast fuse just to be quick. And the easiest way is to fold it in half and then fold it over again in half, and that will stick it in the right place. So run it along the right side. Oh, the end of my fast fuse. Okay, back again, refilled it, and then we're good to go. I've still got loads of fast fuse left. They will probably cry when I run out. So fold it in half, fold it over, and that's it. Beautifully done. So, and it's the same principle on this. We're going to put glue around there, and then we'll fold it in, and then that's where you get the nice little mitered edges there. But we want it also to stick on this corner bit here, and I'm gonna use a bit of thin double-sided, I think, on it. When I did the small frames, I kind of used just a glue dot because it was a really small area, but this is a bigger area, so I'm thinking that it might benefit with a bit better glue. So I am going to stick double-sided on it. this glue on here before I peel it off. And then on this one, instead of folding it in half, you just fold the top one down and then fold it into the middle. My fingers are stuck to the fast fuse. And then pull it up. I'm going to get my pokey tool because I managed to stick it down there a little bit. There we go, that's better. And then fold them up so that the mitered edges get together, and where you've put double-sided you want it to stick down, but not until it's in the place. There we go. Yeah, that worked I think with that bit of double-sided. So we'll do that again. Well, it's another scorchy hot day today. We were forecast storms, and we did have a bit of storms this morning, but they've well and truly cleared up now, and it's glorious out there. And it's like being abroad when you have a shower and you step out and you're just as wet as you were before you went in. Us Brits aren't built for it. Oh. And we always moan about the weather. It's just what we do. So fold that one over. Try not to get stuck to the fast fuse. And then pull it up and form our little mitered edge there. And on that side there, and that is the frame. Done. So that's the frame. I will do this in 2 halves. Some of you might just be interested in how to make these frames, but if you want to know how I did the decoration as well, then go and check out part 2. I just didn't want to do a really long video. So there we go, beautiful frame, so showcasing this gorgeous DSP, and this is the last day of the offer of buy 3 get 1 free. All details of that are over on my blog nigezza.co.uk. So see you again soon. Check out part 2.